Dallas Cowboys. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led out by a former first-round selection back in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. This defense for the Cowboys, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Abdul Carter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does. They want to make sure they get him there.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Dart going to give to Scatterby. He can't get him down. And a juke this time. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Gonna stay on the ground with Scatterbury.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. You look at this Cowboy defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're the top 10 in the league in sacks.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8. It is inside run with Scatterbury. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for the breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook now. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later. We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Prescott. Now he'll take this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, Prescott.
Got an open man, it's Pickens.
2nd catch for him today, and they'll wind up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 18-yard line.
Yeah, there we go.
Now Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he's down to the 11. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
We're going to 53.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A great move, couldn't free it. Taken down at the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team?
Touchdown! George Pickens, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
So he shifts past him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently 2nd in that category.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
On the ground, it's Scatterby to start the drive.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
2nd down and 3. Play fake, and here's Dart. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here's Dart.
And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those hip fakes and solo moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Here we go!
Prescott to throw it.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he is caught by Lamb.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
18 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10
Here we go!
at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 20-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
There he goes, left side. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far. They just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
First down. First and goal, Giants.
Dart going to look to throw here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Following the interception, here's Prescott.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
To throw is Prescott. Now he'll tuck this and run. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. It's not a turnover. But doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends on what we've seen so far.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Jack Fox now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 2 minutes to play in his first half. 7-3, our score. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Prescott.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He'll try and do this himself. Prescott stripped. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target land. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
At the 4-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw. Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action for being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We'll skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
2nd and 8.
Prescott down.
Left side to Lamb.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
At the 48-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Going right back to Ferguson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Diving for the end zone. He is in. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work, did the whole hard, and finish in the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. To throw now, Dart. And a completion to Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
He finds his man, complete. It's Torres. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
At the 29-yard line.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. Oh, Prescott stripped. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
First down. Here's Scatterby.
And some room to work. Shoves it aside. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
93 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
To throw is Dart. They'll set up the screen to Scatterby.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Dart.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he fires one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Now Prescott.
Pickens on the slant.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Dart. Open man, that's Malik Nabers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. In motion goes the tight end.
He'll check this one down to Scatterby.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Scatterby.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Giants on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down.
He finds his man complete. That's Torres.
And he will have a Giants 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Throwing his Dart.
Wilson's got it complete. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Dart. It's this complete to Butte. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
It's a gain of 8. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10.
To throw, Dart. And that one too wide and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
3rd and 8. Dart going to look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Torrent. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Give up the middle, Scatteroo. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Play fake, and here's Dart. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to throw for it with Dart. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Michael Wilson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it makes the score 21-10. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Yeah!
Here's Charbonnet once again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go!
Now a toss, left side, it's Blue. I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll run on 3rd down to Charbonnet. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Evan McPherson on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
From the gun, Dart.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Throwing again is Dart.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And oh no, it's incomplete. That's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Dart to throw on 4th down.
This is caught inside the 15.
Here's 1st and 10.
And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing is Dart.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Here's 2nd down. Throwing, Dart.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Dart.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. It's complete. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tam.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Yeah! There we go! Boy,
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Dallas, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.